make a deal to end the conflict with the U.S. and Israel, but he's not ruling out more military action.
This as the president campaigned with a New York Republican congressman in a high-stakes, highly competitive district. Nate Foy has more.
I'm pleasured to introduce the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump.
After an introduction from New York Giants quarterback Jackson Dart, President Donald Trump sold his economic policies today in Rockland County, New York. But the Iran war is still top of mind.
I said, sorry to do this to you, but we're going to have to journey down to the Middle East. They said, why? I said, because Iran is going to have a nuclear weapon if we don't stop them.
As Trump weighs resuming military action, he once again said the war will be over soon and promised better prices are coming.
By the way, the oil prices are going to tumble as soon as I finish up with Iran.
Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said the Trump administration is bringing back manufacturing jobs.
Businesses are investing in America again, and they're investing in New York.
Trump and New York Congressman Mike Lawler praised the state and local tax deduction, increased in the One Big Beautiful Bill from $10,000 to $40,000.
I want to thank President Trump for delivering on his promise to lift the cap on salt and deliver the largest tax cut in American history.
Lawler's running for re-election in an extremely competitive district, carried by former Vice President Kamala Harris in 2024. The district is home to the family of Sheridan Gorman, an 18-year-old murdered by an illegal immigrant.
I just want to thank President Trump and Michael Lawler and all of the legislators that believe and protect and are champions for our American children.
Today, President Trump also shared that he will not be able to attend his son Don Jr.'s wedding this weekend, sharing the news on True Social, writing in part, quote, "While I very much wanted to be with my son Don Jr. and the newest member of the Trump family, his soon-to-be wife Bettina, circumstances pertaining to government and my love for the United States of America do not allow me to do so." The president was supposed to go to his Bedminster Golf Club and residence from here, but instead he said that it's important that he gets back to Washington, D.C. during this important time. In Rockland County, New York, Nate Foy, Fox News.
Now I'm going to look at it from two different perspectives, right? First perspective is they're still not going to say he's doing anything right. I'm like, and if you can't say that a president is doing anything right when there are a number of things you could list that are right, I'm like, then maybe you're just not a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you're just a bad person. You're an evil person. Yeah, of course, you know, there's a lot of great things Trump has done, right? But when we look at it now from the other perspective, it's like, listen, Trump, we getting tired of these damn prices, man. All right, we getting tired of these gas prices. Like, now I go pay it. Gas is like $6 a gallon. Okay, cool. Swipe it. Need the gas. Go ahead. Ain't no need to complain about it when we got it, right? But also, I don't like them jumping up so high. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, we in Washington, Trump. I ain't in California. All right, I'm not looking forward to trying to pay no $7, $8 a gallon. I'm already paying $6. All right. I think this is where we draw the line, Trump. I'm like, so whatever you need to do to make these prices fall quickly, I think that's what we all looking for. All right. Make these prices fall quickly. All right. This ain't quick enough. All right. I didn't pay like $6 for gas at least 4 times now. Okay. So each time it done made me go from putting like $60 in my tank to almost 80. All right. I'm like, it's all right. We getting to that point, Trump, that let's do something about this. All right. I'm like, we're going to be all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get to keep paying for it. $6 a gallon. But that don't mean we want to keep it at this level. All right. Let's drop it some. You know what I'm saying? Go back to what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It at least used to be like $4 and some change a gallon. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at. I'm like, now it's like $6, a little over $6 if you're using a debit credit card. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, going for cash is like even $6. Going for that credit card, debit card, it adds a few dollars per gallon. All right. I'm like, so it's already like $6 something per gallon. All right. I mean, it adds not a few dollars, it adds a few cents. You know what I'm saying? Per gallon, depending on if you're using cash or a card. So You know what I'm saying? Let's Trump, let's get on it, man. You say you gonna end this Iran thing. I'm like, and these prices gonna drop. All right, cool. Let's do it. Get to it. Let's do it. So we trying to do that, man. Let's go. Like, let's get to it, man. All right. I do think you are doing a lot of great things. I also believe there's some things I wish you wouldn't have done or said. But it is what it is. You would be and I would be a bad person if I just sat there and was like, oh yeah, man, Trump doing an amazing thing and all of that, and then be completely against the left. You know what I'm saying? I believe there are some good things that well, not every president, but presidents on the left too. Obama, I think he did some great things. You know what I mean? I think it was a lot he didn't do and a lot he could have done. I'm like, but some things he did do, I'm very in agreement with, and we're on the same side with. So, and I think what people got to understand is that, we don't know what state we would be in right now as a country if Kamala was elected. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and just being honest, not even trying to, preachy or anything like that, or defensive of the right or anything like that. I just don't know where we would be as a country if Kamala had won. Because first of all, if you know anything about history and our adversaries, they look at women as less than, right? And I'm serious. I'm not trying to, be funny or just do content. I'm like, they literally do. I was like, that's why you never see a woman leading those countries that we are at odds with. You'll never see a woman leading those countries because they don't believe in that. You know what I mean? And they think as weak. We didn't had at least 2 women at least run for president before. They wouldn't even let that happen. The people we are at odds with, the countries we are at odds with, they wouldn't even let that happen. You know what I mean? And because they look at it as a sign of weakness. So understand, in contrast, that would mean, well, not contrast, but that would mean that they would look at us as weak if we had a woman president, especially if we had Kamala. They're going to look at us as weak with a woman president. And I'm not saying a woman president can't be intelligent and couldn't do great things, or at least try and have plans for great things. What I'm saying is just from the aspect of our adversaries, they will look at us as weak, right? Just like they did. If they would look at us as weak with Biden in office, which they did, and we can have the conversation about that. I can go to a whole nother video about that. You're talking about somebody who was on deployment for 11 months and was looking at nothing but military and world news. All right, like I'm telling you, they looked at us as weak as soon as Biden got in office, right? For people, a country that looks at Biden as weak, do you think that they wouldn't look at us as weak if we had a woman president? I'm telling you, they would. But I mean, that is not even the point of why not electing her. The point of not electing her was that she did not have any plans. She did not have plans. Whenever she was asked a question, she only reiterated the question. I'm like, and that's not what people wanted. It was like, it could have been a good battle if she actually had actual plans to tell the people and put them up against Trump's plans. And then it would have been a difficult race, and it probably would have been neck and neck at who's going to get elected. I'm like, but the fact that she only reiterated questions, that she never had plans, that she told everybody and wasn't as transparent, I'm like, then, even though, every president diverts a little bit from their original plans, but it's like, at least he had plans to present. You know what I mean? I'm like, she really didn't have any plans to present. So it's like, kind of made it hard to vote for her. Because it's like, well, first of all, what is her background? What makes her qualified? I'm like, and then 2, it was like, the question is, well, why didn't she ever put forth any plan? Whenever somebody asks her about grocery prices, these prices or whatever, she just reiterates the question. You know what I'm saying? That became annoying to a lot of people. It was like, so why will we choose you? You don't even have a clear plan for anything. You know what I'm saying? About manufacturing, bringing the jobs back to America, having these companies reinvest back into America instead of outsourcing the jobs and the product and the work. No plans for that. I don't even think that was asked of her. You know, we don't know if she could have went to Qatar and got millions and reinvested back into the country. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if she could have went to these countries and got millions reinvested back into the country or billions reinvested back into the country. We don't know. You know, but that's neither here or there. We are where we are now. So that's why I said, me and my wife, we don't live off of, hey, you know what, you president, you better be making our life better and then making it. No, we make our own life better. You know what I'm saying? We always go off the point of, it doesn't matter who's in office, we're going to make sure we're all right. No matter who, don't matter. We're not a vote blue no matter who. We're not a vote red until you're dead. None of that stupid BS. All right. It doesn't matter to us who is president. We got to make sure we're always good no matter what their policies are. And that's how we live. You know what I'm saying? And I can't tell other people how to live. I just think that is a great mindset to live by. It don't matter who. It don't matter who. You make sure you and yours are good no matter what. That's why we do it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this Iran war by now and for how long it's been going on, and is it ready to be done? And are we ready for these prices to drop on gas and fuel again? Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about it, man. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, I'm out.
I feel like I'm good on my own. Don't need nobody beside me.